A couple of these guys were around, but they lost so many parts, including
All right, we're now live. We are now live. Had some technical difficulties for a minute, but we are good to go. It is 3rd and 3. Dolphins have the ball. The Patriots chose to defer. And that's a 3 and out. Parker did make the catch. He is on the field today. Let's see. The inactives for today. Parker is probably not 100% healthy, though. Let's see. For the Dolphins, they have Malcolm Perry, Lynn Bowden Jr., Clayton Fedulum, Jason Strawbridge, and Adam Pankey as the inactives. So that's a quick 3 and out for the Dolphins. It is now 4th and 1. They are about to punt.
Ferguson to snap it back.
So they just punted. Fair catch. Ball came out, but it looks like the Patriots recovered.
Recovered by J.C. Jackson. Well, this is huge.
Been waiting a long time. Yeah, it's been a minute. This is going to be interesting. I mean, the Dolphins started the game with two runs, picked up about 7 yards, and then it was a quick slant in for Devontae Parker, and he didn't get deep enough. He didn't even get 3 yards to pick up the first down, so they had a quick 3 and out.
Here's Cam Newton now.
So Cam Newton is on the field for the Patriots. I'm going to put this Jets-Bills game on, too, on the side, just because And Sony Michel picks up 7 yards just on his first run. So it took us 2 runs to get 7 yards. It took them 1 run to get 7 yards. Does that mean anything? Not much. Not much to start. It's only been a handful of plays, but that is better than we did to start. Let's see. It looks like the Bills have the ball to start against the Jets. I'm expecting the Bills to win that game. Honestly, I expect the Patriots to win this game.
And marches up the field for a first down.
Cam Newton took the ball himself, picked up a first down. So that's already better. That's definite. Their offense is already better, moving better than ours. They actually picked up a first down.
53 right there. Van Noy goes to the back just a little too long. Cam.
Van Noy couldn't keep him in there. Oh, Kyle Van Noy. I'm telling you, bro, going to prove to be overpaid for what we get out of him. But we'll see. We'll see. To be fair, they can prove me wrong. Oh, Cam Newton keeps it again and picks up another 6-7 yards.
This Miami defense.
We'll have to keep an eye out for injuries, too. We'll see how injuries play a factor. 2nd and 5 now for the Patriots. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on? What's going on? So let's see. They're on their own 42-yard line. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 from the Patriots 42. They have the ball. And it's a running play. They pick up damn near a first down because they are bullying us so far. Oh, the Jets have an injured player.
Stopping the run and running the football last year. So the way to do that, you go in and bring in guys who know how to stop the run, and you go draft offensive linemen.
Oh, boy. Tony Romo was just saying how bad we were at the run last year, both stopping it and actually running the ball. So he's like, what you do is you draft defensive linemen and bring in guys who know how to stop the run. Okay, well, let's see if Landon Roberts and Kyle Van Noy can do that. Our entire run defense from last year was Raekwon McMillan, and they decided to trade him. So it looks like they measured it to see if it's a first down. Either way, it's going to be like 3rd and inches. Yeah, 3rd and inches. I was going to say, it's going to be super short. Literally, Cam can probably just take that and reach over the fucking.
That was not good. I mean, really, any way you look at it, it was just.
So let's see, 3rd and inches. Obviously, they're going to run some kind of play, probably some sort of QB sneak or some shit like that, or maybe a run play to just push for those last few inches. Here we go. Tony Romo says that he likes the guys that they brought in, and he really thinks that we're going to see a jump this year. I mean, I don't see how he could think that's possible. And I'm not even saying that the guys that they brought in, I personally don't think that they prioritize the draft right. I don't like their draft. I think guys that they brought in are reaches. I think a bunch of the guys that they brought in are very injury prone. They picked up a first down, by the way. And I think that a lot of the guys that they brought in free agency are going to prove to be overpaid. But that aside, leave that out of it for just a minute, okay? Add in all the rest of the factors. It's overall a super young and inexperienced team that's almost comprised of entirely like undrafted free agents and backups and fucking et cetera, et cetera. Oh, man. Edelman couldn't hang on to that. That's interesting. He was showing some of that early rust there. That was a big pass, though, and Edelman had it in his grips. He just dropped it. Yeah, he just had it. He just turned his head to fucking start running before he secured it, and Bobby McCain was able to knock it out. Anyway, but almost entirely new team, almost entirely new coaching staff with new playbooks, etc. Like, not to mention the fucked up offseason. There's so much. Ooh, they got a sack, though. How's about that? Who is that, Baker? There you go.
You can't really run. This is where he's going to learn. You see 55 here. You're going to see a guard pull. You're leaving that gap open. We have to get out of this play. Otherwise, he comes scot-free because the center can't get there. And that is what you learn in this system.
Cam Newton's better than that. He should be anyway, especially with the experience he has. That was definitely Cam's fault for not checking out of that play. Although, to be fair, it was also Edelman's fault for dropping the ball on the play before that, because that was a big gainer. Now it's 3rd and 19. And they picked up a good chunk of it back, got back to the 50. It is 4th down, though, so they will likely punt.
I tell you, you're seeing a little different. The offensive line, not especially great last year when you watched him.
So, yeah. All right. So that's all right. Their offense definitely performed a bit better than ours to start with, but it is still first game of the season. People got to shake off rust. The season was completely fucked, so that does apply to everybody. So let's see how our offense does this time. It was a 3-and-out on our first drive.
Bounces at the 8, comes back at about the 11.
And it's going to be down pretty far back.
People are always like, why are you running in there? Well, once the kicking team touches it, you can never fumble the ball. That's why you're told to go get it and try and run.
All right. Obviously, we go to a break. What channel? I'm watching it on Sunday Ticket. DirecTV's NFL Sunday Ticket, but it's on CBS. Is what the live commentary seems to be.
Fun to drive wherever you go.
Yeah, so we're on a commercial break at the moment. Score is still 0-0. Overall, the Patriots have definitely outperformed us. Not by a lot, though. Not by a lot. Obviously, it's still 0-0. Each team has only had one drive. But the reason why I say that they have outperformed us so far is simply because we had a 3-and-out. They actually picked up a couple first downs, and they really should have kept moving. On that drive, Julian Edelman's drop pass negated like a 20-yard gainer on like second down or whatever. And then Cam Newton should have been able to check out of that that play and change it so that way he didn't get that sack. But the Dolphins do have a sack, so that's actually like already you can say that's probably better than what we did last year. I don't think we had a sack in our first game. I don't know. I don't remember.
Market cycles for over 85 years. With Capital Group, I can talk to a financial professional or consultant for investment risks and information.
Sure. No, I cannot show the screen. It's illegal.
Then condensation is a beer's
Anyway,
way of saying,
so I don't care about Michelob Ultra.
darkness doesn't really exist. It's just
I don't know what this is. Some TV show that I don't watch.
My name is Richard Jewell, and I'm not even.
Oh no, this is that movie I think about Richard Jewell. Oh no, wait. It looked like a TV show though. Anyway, game's back. Dolphins have the ball, and we are deep in our own territory. Like, we are deep in our own territory. Also, let's do note, though, that the Patriots are missing a lot of players because they opted out. The Ravens are already up 6 on the fucking Browns. Just a quick side note. Dolphins' second series starts on our own 11-yard line, and Parker gets it for a quick slant and picks up a first down. Okay.
He had a monster game here last.
There we go.
17.
Let's see if we can turn this into some momentum then, huh?
Gilmore's fault. On that specific play, you see right here inside. Gilmore's going to make him go inside. You see that running play right there? Makes the linebacker get out of the way. I think it was Phillips down in there in that specific play.
All right. A run that goes 2 yards.
That's going to be part of the change, Jim, is just some of these other guys haven't played these positions around linebacker.
Okay, 2nd and 8.
For so long, Van Noy, some of these guys, Roberts, they knew how to do all that little stuff. Slow play that a little bit. They'll learn. It's just going to take them time.
And don't forget Jamie Collins has signed with Detroit.
Yeah, they are missing a lot of guys. The Patriots.
2nd and 8.
They had to reshuffle like their entire defense.
Adrian Phillips down in the box. You're moving back and forth. Number 21 in the middle of that field.
All right, 2nd and 8. Oh, low snap. Patrick Laird gets the ball. It was a pass into the flat to Patrick Laird. It is now 3rd down. Got about 2 yards to go.
A little bit of a jam starting to drive back at the 11. They're up to the 31.
It was a low snap, though, to start. Fitzpatrick managed to handle it, though, pretty well. It's now 3rd and 2.
Dolphins haven't scored one in 33 consecutive meetings in Foxborough. An opening drive touchdown. That dubious streak continues today. Here's a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Come on, let's see. Can you guys pick it up? Okay, there you go. Myles Gaskin, another little pass into the flat, but it's a first down that picks up like 10, 12 yards. All right, moving downfield. Come on. Let's see if we can do something with this, baby. Let's go. Bill Belichick's defense is fucking missing a lot of their key players. Jamie Collins, obviously Landon Roberts and Kyle Van Noy because they came over to us. They're missing Patrick Chung.
There's Changeli.
They're missing a Dante Hightower. They're missing a ton of guys. Oh, that was a good run stuff by them, though. We only picked up about 1.
There for him in these early carries. Twice 1,000-yard rusher.
That was too easy getting through the line there.
Yeah,
that's all right. 2nd down. 2nd and 9.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 2 goal line type situations.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Do that, and then all of a sudden you have 3rd down.
Let's go get some fucking points. How about that? Let's go. Come on. We're still on our side of the field at our own, looks like 45, 46-yard line. About the 45-yard line. 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick at the fucking... Oh, but we got stuffed hard on that one. That was a run play that lost like 4 yards. So that's not good.
Well, I tell you, Bentley and Winovich up at the top of your screen both shoot the gap.
Yeah, that offensive line just got blown up on that play. Blown up. The guy who got the runner down came off the edge, but the 2 defensive linemen coming up the middle would have stopped that anyway. Our offensive line just got destroyed on that play. Fitzpatrick's running. He's running. Nope, incomplete. It is now 4th and 12. It looks like the Dolphins are going to punt again. Got to get the subs to 1,000. Yeah, I wish, but people don't like the things that I have to say, man. They don't like the fact that I keep things 100% real, that I tell people exactly like it is, even though it's not what they want to hear. So it is what it is. All right, so they do punt, or they are about to punt. It's 4th and 12.
And keep an eye on the return as they take now. They take to
all right.
Bird and mishandle the first one out.
All right, and it goes into the end zone. So it is a touchback. It'll come out. Patriots are now getting the ball. As far as Devontae Parker, he is on the field, but he does apparently have a hamstring injury, according to the injury report. And so that is going to be something to keep an eye on. Xavier Howard also has an injury going into this game, which is unfortunate, his knee. So we're going to have to keep an eye on those 2 guys. That's going to be potentially troublesome should they get hurt. Or, I mean, that will be troublesome if they get hurt. So far, actually, though, they're doing okay overall. Devontae Parker has had a couple catches. Let's see. Since we are on break, let's give you a quick update. The Falcons are up on the Seahawks right now, 3-0. The Eagles are up on Washington football team, 7-0. The Packers are up on the Vikings, 3-0. The Colts are up on the Jags, 7-0. Ravens are up on the Browns, 7-0. The Raiders are up on the Panthers, 7-3. So that's what we got in the other games as it is right now. Obviously, there's going to be tons of people up in here being like, show the screen, show the screen. I'm just pretty much going to ignore people that ask me to show the screen this year. I'm not even going to bother with it. Last year, I went through the whole rigmarole of being like, it's illegal, I can't. I'm just going to ignore people when they ask this year. I'm not even going to bother with it.
Gene, did you know Geico is now offering?
Because, like, if you don't know that, I'm pretty sure that they do that. I'm pretty sure people do know that. They just want to try and get as much of it as they can before my stream gets taken down. But if they don't know that, then they should figure it the fuck out really quick. And I honestly don't really care to fucking educate everybody who doesn't know that or care to even figure out the difference between the two. And if they do know that and they are asking me to show it anyway, well, they can fucking suck it. Howard or Breda? Howard has been, Howard has gotten all the touches, it looks like, so far. I don't think Matt Breida's gotten any carries yet. It looks like it's been all Jordan Howard. But Myles Gaskin and Patrick Laird have both touched the ball, but in a receiver capacity. So they have caught a couple passes that, some short passes that were thrown into the flat. All right, so the Patriots are on their own 20-yard line. They start with a run. And it's about 5 yards. Solid run on first down.
Well, I'll tell you, you saw that play. That was a normal play by New England Forever. But this is the stuff they're sprinkling in now. Back in Carolina, Cam's so good at reading the defense.
All right. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 on the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Predicted it, but they didn't want to see it. And then you'll see him under center, just like it's Brady.
All right, another run play that looks like it gets right to about the 30. So it's going to be either, it looks like they're marking it a third down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1, but it's super close. Like it was pretty much right there at the marker.
Josh Jacobs takes it in, and now the Las Vegas Raiders take the lead over the Panthers 7-3. Jim, Tony, and Tracy.
Jacobs with the touchdown. Thank you, fellas. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. They get a run play up the gut that picks up maybe 2 yards, but that's obviously enough for a first down. There you have it. Fresh set of downs. Now they are on the 27-yard line, something like that. Their own 27. Bigger threat, Patriots or Bills. Honestly, this year, the Bills. I'm thinking the Bills, especially considering the fact that the Patriots have taken such a hit. Obviously, Brady left, but they lost so many. I mentioned it earlier. They lost so many players. That's a big play by the Patriots down into Dolphins territory on our 42, 43-yard line to the tight end Izzo up the seam. But they lost Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, Jamie Collins, obviously Landon Roberts and Kyle Van Noy came over to us. So their entire defense is like way fucking different than it used to be. I still have faith in Bill Belichick and them to do things. Honestly, if I'm being completely real, the way that I envision at least, that's a pretty big run from the Patriots on that first down. So about 15 yards on that run. It looks like our defense is starting to get exposed a little bit here. Anyway, I have faith in the Patriots overall still, and Bill Belichick. He is still there, and he is still a mastermind. They do have Cam Newton at quarterback, so they have a good quarterback. But they are going to be interesting. I think that the Bills are honestly going to end up taking the division. Should there be an entire season, if the season plays out, so that actually might have been like a loss of a yard on that run. So it's going to be 2nd and 11, maybe 2nd and 10, somewhere in there. But they 2nd and 11. But they already could kick a field goal, the Patriots. So they're doing pretty good on their side. Anyway, I think the Bills are actually going to take the division. I think the Patriots are going to come in second with the Jets in at third. And see, that's part of the reason why I don't have 1,000 subscribers, because I say stuff like that. Like, I think the Dolphins are going to be in the bottom of the division this year. I really do. Because, for one, I don't trust the way Brian Flores and Chris Greer are building this team. I don't like how they've prioritized their drafts. I think they've gotten way too many guys that are injury prone. I think that they've reached for too many guys. I don't like big spending in free agency. I am not a fan of that. It's 3rd and 5 right now, by the way. I am not a fan of that, and especially because I consider the guys that they brought in, I think are going to prove to be, overpaid. But I didn't like the tanking philosophy. I just don't like the direction that they're going, right? And so I'm the only Dolphins YouTuber that says those things, and people hate me for it. Okay. I mean, that's, if you hate me for my opinion, I guess the facts would seem to indicate that. I mean, I was overwhelmingly proven right last year. And the vast majority of my predictions, there were some things I was definitely incorrect about. And, I admit to that. But for the most part, I was proven correct. And so far, it looks like they're going to prove me correct again this year. And so my guess is that the offense is going to be, I think overall they're going to be the Achilles heel of the team. I think the defense initially somewhat like last year is going to kind of keep us in it at the beginning, but they're going to end up staying on the field way too much, way too long, and they're going to end up getting worn out. I think that's where we're going to end up seeing most of our injuries, and I think the team is going to collapse pretty quick once the injuries start happening. But I don't think we're going to be particularly great anyway, not just because of how the team is being built and how I personally disagree with it and would have done things way differently, but also because then you take in the other factors of the completely fucked offseason, which is even bigger for the Dolphins, considering the fact that the roster is almost entirely new. Like 3/4 of the roster is different from last year, right? Then you also have almost an entirely new coaching staff with new playbooks, right? All of that stuff. So you have these different factors. There's like almost no chemistry. I mean, it would be impossible to think that there's hardly any chemistry, if any at all, with this team, this roster, these units, because they just haven't had time together, right? And that's why the offseason is so much more important for the Dolphins than it is even like the Patriots, who lost a ton of guys, lost a lot of their key guys. A lot of their roster is still carryovers from the previous season. Now, the Patriots are hurt more than most teams because of the fact that they had so many guys opt out and leave in free agency, etc., but including Tom Brady. But most other teams are, for the most part, carryovers, right? So the Dolphins, considering their entire coaching staff and their entire roster pretty much, let me move that. I didn't realize that was, anyway, that makes the offseason and how fucked up it is even more of a big deal for this squad. So anyway, let's see. It's 3rd and 5.
This is going to be a very exciting segment of television for you.
That's 3rd and 5. This is a wind usually issue for Belichick. He wants to make sure.
So it's 3rd and 5. I think they're gonna. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're letting the first quarter run out. So the first quarter is now done. Tony Romo was just saying something about it being a wind issue for Bill Belichick. So maybe he wanted to switch sides of the field. I mean, what a dick. Like, it's not against the rules or anything. And, you know, you're definitely able to take advantage of whatever situation you can to maximize your advantage within the rules as much as you like. So that's cool. But fuck you, Bill Belichick, dick. What's up, Shadow? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all?
I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. You know I'm a BOSS, yeah, that's my name.
I really hate commercials, bro. I really look forward to a day. I look forward to a day when capitalism doesn't exist anymore.
How's it looking back there?
One day. Yeah, I mean, look, bro, so far, you know, it's at least, I mean, for sure, at least score-wise, as it stands, it's definitely pretty even. The Patriots are playing a bit better overall, for sure. I think the stats will even bear that out. Although we do have a sack and they don't have a sack. So there is that. That would be the only stat that would be a little bit misleading. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure the stats will bear it out that the Patriots are playing a little bit better than us. Not a lot as it stands right now. And the score is still 0-0. But the Patriots do have the ball pretty far on our side of the field. I think they are in range to kick a field goal, and it is 3rd and 5 as it stands. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, so far it's an even game, even score, 0-0. The Patriots do have the ball. They will likely
And by Progressive.
Score soon, though.
When you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle
At least a
insurance.
field goal, if nothing else. All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. They let the fucking first quarter run out. It's 3rd and 5. Patriots have the ball on our 29-yard line. No, 24-yard line, excuse me. And Cam Newton keeps it and gets a first down. There you go.
That's a new dimension in the offense, Tony.
We're just talking about
See, and that is something that the Patriots were not able to do before, and that's something to keep an eye on, especially for us, because we have been terrible in recent years at containing quarterbacks who can run. So keep that in mind. And he has run on us a few times already to this point. Cam Newton has. So
James White.
that's going to be important. And he just picked up a first down on a 3rd and 5, and they are now at the 22-yard line of the Dolphins. Pick up another 6 yards,
And that is career
7 yards maybe.
100 for Julian Edelman, the former Super Bowl MVP.
He's great at this. Go up, break out.
Julian Edelman picks up about 7, maybe 8 yards even.
Right there.
Oh, 6 yards. Okay. So 2nd and 6. They are getting close, man. They are now on the Dolphins' 11-yard line. It is 2nd and 4. So they are knocking.
Wants to fake it, keep it, give it.
He gave the ball, and that's a first down to looks like about the 4-yard line.
It's just so hard on the
All right, man. They're in the red zone. Let's see if this Dolphins defense can stop them.
watch this. 1-1.
Unfortunately, my guess is they're likely going to get a touchdown, because it looks like they've already started to expose the Dolphins, especially in the run game.
Patriots have now rushed for 67 yards.
Yeah, they've already totaled 67 yards on the ground.
First and goal from the 4.
And Cam Newton keeps it, and he's going to score. Easy. Super easy. Like he hardly even had to try. Nobody touched him. He was clean and clear into the end zone.
59th career rush touchdown.
And there you have it. So they are now up 6-0. Patriots take the lead.
He's so big, you don't realize it till you see him in person. You feel comfortable running him. Watch right here. He's just going to run to the edge.
It was super easy. All he did was he kept the ball.
This is simply a power to the quarterback.
Yeah, it was just a run out to the right.
You play that well.
He watched the blocker, which had there was one defender. There was literally one defender, and he was easily blocked. And Cam Newton just strolled right into the end zone. Pending the extra point, it is now 7-0 Patriots. All right, well, let's see if this Dolphins offense can answer it all. Let's see if they can,
As a member of this organization,
respond. Let's see if they can get some points. All right, so we're going to go on commercial break. Let's do a little bit of a recap on some of these other games. The Seahawks are now up on the Falcons, 14-3. The Philadelphia Eagles are beating Washington Football Team 10-0. The Vikings are now up on the Packers, 7-3. The Colts are up on the Jags, 7-0. The Lions and the Bears are tied at 3. The Ravens are up on the Browns, 10-6. Although that might be pending an extra point from the Browns, so we'll see. The Bills are up on the Jets, 7-0. Let's see. And the Carolina Panthers are up on the Las Vegas Raiders, 9-7. So that's what we got. Van Noy is taking it easy on his old team. That's one of those things. From my perspective, I'm pretty sure players don't do that, because one, they're getting paid not to do that. So, and in a very capitalist and money run world, money does speak pretty loudly. So there is that, but also because, they are competitors, man, and they do like to compete. But honestly, I don't know. Like I said, I think Kyle Van Noy is one of those guys who was brought over in the offseason that is going to prove to be overpaid. I think that, guys like him, he did well in the system that he was in, but he wasn't even overly spectacular, right? He had solid stats, but he was solid in that really good Patriots defense, right? So he was a solid piece in an overall great defense. Can he do that? Can he continue to do that? Like, even if you look at the production that he's had in his career. Here, let me pull up Kyle Van Noy's stats. Let's see, Pro Football Reference. So last year, right, as an outside linebacker, and the year before that, he was a middle linebacker, and the year before that, he was a left linebacker. I think that's also outside. Anyway, whatever. Game's back on. It goes into the end zone, so it's going to come out to the 25, or I think it's the 25. Did they change it? Anyway, so last year he played in 15 games, started 15. He had 3 passes defensed, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown, and 6.5 sacks. Solid, right? Really good. Really good. Before that, though, he had 3.5 sacks, 5.5 the year before, 1 the year before, 0 the year before, 1 the year before, 1 the year before, right? So all of his production pretty much has come with New England. Literally all of his career production has come with New England, and he's just been all right. So anyway, that is a pass to Parker on first down that picks up about 11, 12 yards. So there you go. You just had some great blueberry muffins. Nice. Blueberry muffins are delicious.
Does a great job getting open on J.C. Jackson, and you'll see on the bottom.
So Devontae Parker picks up, like I said, about somewhere between, looks like 11, 12 yards. That was a first down play. So that's all right. That was all right. We are on our own 39-yard line now. And that one ends up, there was nothing downfield. Ryan Fitzpatrick was looking for something downfield. He rolled out to his right looking for something. There was nothing, so he dumps it off to Myles Gaskin in the flat and ended up losing a yard. So now it is 2nd and 11.
Now, here we are just a little more than a quarter into it. What is the difference for you?
What's going on, man? How's it going? Yeah, welcome. It's going to be another interesting year. Let's see, your Vikings are winning right now, aren't they? I think. Oh. That was pretty far over the head of Preston Williams. It was a deep pass for him.
And this isn't going to be a great description.
Anyway, so what I was saying, though, is even if you take just the numbers that Kyle Van Noy has right now, the money he got paid, he's overpaid for his current stats. But all of his production, all of Kyle Van Noy's production came in New England. All of it. Last year, he had 6.5 sacks. That was his best year. The year before that, 2018, 3.5. The year before that, in 17, 5.5. The year before that was his first year with New England. He had 1 sack. Oh, and it looks like Fitzpatrick got intercepted.
There's a reason why he's defensive player of the year. Comes up with monster plays.
Gilmore just intercepted Patrick while I was tabbed out to another screen. Awesome. Yep. Preston Williams slipped a little bit, and Gilmore got the motherfucking interception. So, there you go. Fitzpatrick throws a pick already. I'm chilling, man. Packers are at the 1. Yeah. You feel a comeback? I appreciate that, bruh. But honestly, I expect you weren't here for it, I don't think. when I mentioned it, but I expect the Dolphins to be last in the division this year. Not just because of how I disagree with how they're building the team, but also because of the fact that the roster is almost entirely new. The coaching staff is almost entirely new with very new playbooks, and the offseason being as fucked up as it is affects the Dolphins more than it does most teams for those reasons. And then, of course, once you throw injuries into the mix, once those start cropping up, and then so it was 2nd and 7. They run the ball. They pick up about another 2 yards, it looks like. So it'll be like 3rd and 5-ish. When you throw all that stuff in, and then the Dolphins, frankly, if you're honest with the roster, it's pretty much just perennial backups and practice squad players, undrafted free agents, right? And then even the veteran players that they did bring in, if you look at the production that they have, most of the guys that they brought in, the big numbers that the big paydays, you know, the numbers that those guys have, they're overpaid for those contracts. We did just get a sack, though, again. So that is our second of the day. The first one was definitely on Cam Newton.
If that's the way they decide to go.
Let's see.
Just a great rush. The outside 91 Agba.
But look, Emmanuel Ogbah did good with his rush. Oh, Cam, he gave up on that, though, too.
They're going to punt it.
He could have done, I mean, I guess. I think he probably could have done a little bit more to at least throw the ball away. So I'm going to say that one was also on Cam Newton, but we did get some solid pressure there. You just stopped him 4 straight downs. That's what's up. So it looks like they're going to punt. And it looks like there's a flag, and I think it might be on us. Oh, no, delay of game. Or is it offsides? Yep, delay of game.
That penalty is declined, remains 4th down.
So the reason you decline it is because it's harder on the punter, as weird as that sounds, to punt from the 37 than the 42.
That's so strange.
He practices all the time from punting from that 50-yard line or behind the 50. Getting him close to the 50, you have to take so much off.
Yeah, I guess, because considering they're on our side of the field, it was a bit of a low snap. And it looks like it went out at about the 11, 13. They're marking it at the 13. It looked like it went out at the 11. So, way early Super Bowl guesses. I think that, man, for the AFC, it's going to be a toss-up between the Ravens and the Chiefs. If the season even makes it to the Super Bowl, I'm still not even completely convinced that the season is going to last that long. But should it make it to the Super Bowl, I'm thinking that AFC, it's probably either going to be the Chiefs or the Ravens. I'm not sure I'm ready to make a decision on that yet, though, because both of those teams are so good. I mean, the Chiefs obviously just won their game against the Texans, although I expect the Titans to win that division against the Texans. I am going to watch that game. That's the final game of the night is the Titans and the Broncos. I'm going to watch that game. I expect the Titans are going to win. I expect the Titans are going to be a pretty powerhouse team this year. I mean, they just got Jadeveon Clowney. They brought him in, but their offense is going to look, I mean, they kept Tannehill and they kept oh my God. I'm so blanking on the Derrick Henry. There we go. They kept Derrick Henry. Their team is looking like it's going to be fucking pretty nasty. So I think the Titans are going to win their division because I think Bill O'Brien is destroying the Texans. He's a fucking moron. Here, let's do a quick recap on some of these other games. So Seahawks are up 14-9 on the Falcons. Eagles are up 10-0 still on Washington football team. Vikings are up 7-3 on the Packers. It is now 7-7 Colts and Jags, 3-3 Bears, Lions, 10-6 Ravens over Browns. I expect the Ravens to win that game. The Bills are up 14-0 over the Jets. I honestly expect the Bills to win that game. I think the Bills are going to take the division, and I think they're going to be a pretty powerhouse team as well overall. Las Vegas Raiders are leading over the Panthers 10-9, and game is back.
Flores during that break, getting his team a little extra fired up because they have not had much.
All right, let's see what this offense can do. They are on their own 13-yard line to start this third drive. They punted their first two, and actually a solid run on first down. 6 or 7 maybe.
That's what he's saying. He's really telling them, like,
Who is that? Miles Gaskin, it looks like, picked up the touch.
Players right there, he ripped into them. And I like it because they're just making mistakes. That,
2nd and 3.
As big as this, they're only down 7. There's been a lot of mistakes on defense right now, just by the eyes of the defenders over there.
All right, so let's see. 2nd and 3. It's another run. And it looks like it's going to be first down. Like right at the line. Maybe, maybe not. Gaskin got another carry.
It's interesting they've gone to him, and this almost seems like the rotation where teams will do.
Howard started the game getting most of the touches, or like all the touches. It looks like they're going to spot it as a first down.
But for the guy who's the back on 1st and 2nd down, you get the first 2 series.
You're a Dolphins fan? Well, what's up, man? There's some holes in this house. Yeah. So yeah, Gaskin remains in. He just got 2 runs and picked up a first down on him. So Fitzpatrick goes back to throw. Oh! Yeah, that was Devontae Parker is going to get the catch, but oh yeah, that does look like a catch. Okay. And then they run and pick up about 5. All right, so the offense is getting a little bit of, rhythm, sort of. I mean, they did punt on their first 2 drives, but it looks like they actually might have some stuff kind of building a little bit. So let's see what's up there. Come on.
Brian Flores talking about his quarterback. We've got a guy who loves to play football. He is great for this team, he said.
All right, 2nd and 5. We are on our own 46-yard line. They run again. There's Breida. Nice run. Picks up about 6.
You could tell he was ready. He finished that play right there.
There you go. Yeah, it was definitely a good run by Breida. All right, so you're from Florida. Nice. How am I feeling? My feelings on Tua is I would redshirt him the entire year, but my guess is he will see playing time at some point. I mean, the vast majority of Dolphins fans love him. I don't really like him for a couple reasons. One, because I think his injuries are going to prove to be an issue for the Dolphins, at least in the long term. There you go. Preston Williams getting in the mix, a nice pass downfield. There you go. Picked up like 20 yards. There we go. Offense is actually starting to move. This offensive line is actually not playing, bad right this minute. Let's also keep in mind, though, again, the Patriots are missing a ton of people on their defense. Nah, the Dolphins are not going to win the Super Bowl. Not this year. They're still a ways away from that. Anyway, but also because if you guys know my philosophy, that first down run picks up nothing. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10. I just don't believe in taking a quarterback in rounds 1 or 2 ever. So, for example, when they fired Gase and brought Flores over, not only did I disagree with the firing of Gase because I actually thought that he was moving the team in the right direction, and I really, really loved the drafts that Gase had. But aside from that, I didn't like the tanking philosophy, obviously, but then I disagreed with how they purged the roster. I would have kept Ryan Tannehill instead of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, that run got dumped for a loss of, looks like 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Anyway, I would have kept Tannehill over Fitzpatrick. I would not have traded for Josh Rosen, who we obviously just got rid of and has proven to be a complete failure. That was a complete miss, 100% a miss, and they just ended up cutting him. So it was a waste of a 2019 second-round pick and a 2020 fifth-round pick, right? So I would not have done that. I would have taken the top offensive lineman in that draft. I would have taken a defensive lineman, the best one available, in round 2, and I would have taken Will Grier, the quarterback, in round 3. And then, I would have done things differently this draft too. I would have bolstered the offensive and defensive lines early on. I would have taken, maybe a skill position player, right? They could have gotten Xavier McKinney at the end of the first round, the top safety in the draft, instead of taking Noah Igbenogene. They could have gotten J.K. Dobbins with their first pick in the second round instead of whoever the fuck they played. They could have done things so much better. Anyway, they're going for a field goal, and it's good, but it did look like it was tipped, which is funny. Damn it. I didn't see it on the replay. But it did look like it actually got tipped at the line of scrimmage a little bit, which ironically might have actually helped the ball go in. As funny as that might sound. Because it actually looked like it might have gotten shanked to the left, to be honest. I want to see another replay. We're on a fucking commercial now. I want to see another replay of that because it looked like the kick actually might have been shanked to the left. And it looked like it might have got tipped, which might have caused the ball to spin back and then hook in. I can't confirm that right now because I can't see the replay. However, I think that's actually what might have happened on that. So the tip ball actually might have saved us. So it is now 7-3. Dolphins are on the board. They were not able to get a touchdown, which is obviously disappointing, especially considering the fact it looked like, the offense was starting to get some life, and they've shown some solid things, man. They've shown some solid things. So, it would have been nice to get a touchdown, but they didn't. At least they got some points. So there it is. All right, real quick on these other games. Seahawks are up still 14-9 over the Falcons. The Eagles are still up over Washington football team 10-0. Let's see. It looks interesting. The Packers apparently had gotten a safety on the Vikings because it's now 7-5. It was 7-3. So it looks like they got a safety. The Colts are now up 13-7, which is likely pending the extra point over the Jags. So it's they just went 14-7. So now they're 14-7 over the Jags. The Lions and the Bears are still tied at 3. The Ravens are winning over the Browns 10-6. The Bills are currently winning 14-0 over the Jets. But I do have that game up on the side, and it looks like the Jets have actually been playing some solid defense here recently. So we'll see how that plays out. Although I do expect the Bills to win that game, even though I would like to see Gase get a win. I do think Gase gets way too bad of a rap. Let's see. But the Bills are going to be a fucking really good team this year. Anyway, the Panthers are now up over the Las Vegas Raiders 12-10. All right, so we kick the ball off. It looks like it's going to go way outside of the end zone. It's going to come out. The Patriots will start with the ball at their own 25.
The players, the coaches, all trying to use their platform to help make change from
It takes all of us.
Okay, dude, honestly, I'm gonna keep it super real, and this might be a little controversial. I don't know. I'm gonna say first and foremost, I think I've made it quite clear in my commentary that I 100% support any and all kinds of protest that the players and so on and so forth do, right? The Dolphins decided to stay in the locker room. The Patriots, apparently, they all stood for the national anthem, so they can all go fuck themselves. But the Dolphins stood in the locker room, and that's great. And they've got a lot of them have decals. They allowed, decals and, shirts and practice and at warm-ups and stuff like that. The NFL is allowing that, whatever. I don't know why they should have to be allowed to do it, which I think is bullshit. Anyway, it's 2nd and 10. I actually don't know what happened. I think it was an incomplete pass on first down. 2nd and 10. Anyway, they shouldn't have to get permission, but it is what it is. So I support all that. However, the controversial part, it's a run on 2nd down that picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards. I think 4 yards. The controversial part is I don't think it's anywhere near enough. Like, it's not going to do anything, right? Like, the fact that the NBA, right, you had 2 teams, the Clippers and the Lakers, be like, okay, we're stopping our season entirely. And then you had, all those other teams that decided to sit games out, right? But then Obama gives them a fucking call, and they're right back to it. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, if all it takes is some establishment fucking politician to call and be like, hey, you guys need to get back to work, what are you doing? Then what the fuck is the point in the protest to begin with? Because then you're proving it's 4th and 1, by the way. It looks like we are going to stop them and get a punt out of the Patriots. So that's dope. The Bills just scored again. So they're going to go up 21-0 over the Patriots. Anyway, so like if all it takes is just some fucking establishment politician calling to stop the fucking protesting, then what fucking good is it? Like, anyway, why are you calling them Las Vegas? Because they're the Las Vegas Raiders. Nah, I don't think the protesting goes far enough. Well, that's not good. Jakeem Grant fielded the punt at the 26, and now he got drove back, and now he's on the 5. Well, the Dolphins are going to be super backed up on this next drive.
You could take first, one that could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread and that tests positive for PD-L1.
We're on another commercial break.
It's the first and only approved chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works together in different ways to harness the power of the immune system. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance.
Some stupid fucking drug commercial.
More ugly sweaters. More big hugs. More smiles.
So the Dolphins offense, we can do this. I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see, man. They're playing, honestly, if I'm going to keep it real, they are playing a bit better than what I would expect coming out of the gate, especially on offense. I mean, overall, they're kind of playing right around where I would expect. It's just more that I thought the defense was going to be doing better and the offense was going to be doing a bit less than what they are. But the offense is actually showing some life so far, and they do have 3 points. It is still only 7-0. But again, to keep things fair and in perspective, the Dolphins, I mean, the Patriots were one of the more heavily affected teams when it comes to, roster changes because of things like players leaving in free agency. And then obviously they had a ton of guys opt out. So, they were one of the top teams really to be affected, to have their rosters affected by those factors. The Dolphins have an almost entirely new roster because of their own decisions, right? Like because they cut a good chunk of the guys that you would think were going to be here. Now, to be fair, several of those guys were brought back and put on the practice squad, like Ken Webster or whatever. But, a ton of the guys that were expected to be part of the team this year, carryovers, were not. And then you add in, obviously, the new draft class, their brand new players, so it's – anyway, you get it. So they start with a run on first down. Oh, there you go. Who is that, Gaskin? That was almost a drop for like a 2-yard loss, but Gaskin managed to get away and pick up like 8 yards.
Has earned back-to-back 3 and outs.
I tell you, that was a major, when you're down backed up, you got to get out of there. 8-yard run on first down, protects it. They're in a good spot now.
Yeah, that was a really good run, man. 2-minute warning for the first half. So, of course, that means more fucking stupid-ass commercials.
When game days ago, there's a Bud Light there.
You don't need a big meeting. You don't need a birthday. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love subs. Times 12. So go ahead and cater to your favorite. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub.
I don't know what happened.
Let's see.
Nothing happened.
They can beat the Pats. They can beat anybody except the Niners and Chiefs. I wouldn't say that, because the Patriots are definitely going to be a way different team this year. I mean, they're going to be super different. Obviously, Brady's not there. They obviously lost Gronk a couple years ago. And not to mention their defense is totally different. I do think the Patriots are still going to manage a second place in the division, though. So we'll see. Can you be a special guest in a video? We'll see about that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see. Look, I'm going to keep it real because that's what I do. The Dolphins are playing all right overall, against a Patriots team that in a lot of ways is kind of a mystery, right? Like I said, their defense is super new and their offense is missing Tom Brady, so they might not be quite so surgical in their pass game, although he's plenty good in the pass game. But he is a run threat that Tom Brady's not. So there is that, right? So there's a lot. But this is Bill Belichick's first year without Brady. Patriots are not. The Patriots are not. I don't think the Patriots are going to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't even think they're going to make it in the playoffs, to be honest with you. I think the Bills are going to win the division. I mean, they're off to a good start. They're up 21-0 over the Jets right now. Vikings looking bad too.
So that stadium, although the mascot is still here, they've had a number 1 jersey wearer for a long time. I don't know, he's trying to get fired up right now.
All right, so it's 2nd and 2. And Gaskin gets a nice little run there. Okay. So this offensive line's not doing terrible. Again, though, this Patriots defense is super different. So that does have to be a factor that remains in fucking play here. But having said that, this offensive line's doing solid. Okay, that was a first down pass that was broken up, so it's now 2nd and 10.
JP, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cowher, there they are. They have the latest scores and highlights like Baltimore and Cleveland. Lamar Jackson off to a great start, 8 out of 9, including a touchdown pass to Mark Andrews.
Well, if you do, then I feel bad for you, brother.
Get those early scores and highlights.
Feel bad for you. Even if you don't have any symptoms or anything, unfortunately, there could be long-term side effects that could be devastating. So if that's true, I feel for you. Nice. There you go. It was a pass to Gaskin. Picks up a first down. Fitzpatrick almost got fucking drilled, though.
It's been very sticky. The coverage, everyone's really tightly contested, and really good job on the outside of getting free on a little bit of a pick play.
Yeah, that was good.
27 yards on 3 catches and another 33.
There we go. See, look, the offense, like I said, man, the offense has a little bit of life.
60 yards of offense.
They're spreading the ball around a bit. They've actually done okay in the run game. Not spectacular, but they've done okay. Oh, and that's going nowhere, though. That's a loss of about a yard. That was a screen to Gaskin that got blown up. It could have been worse. It could have been a loss of like 3 or 4. Gaskin managed to wiggle up. So Gaskin showing some potential improvements here in his second season. So that could be an improvement upon last year's draft class. Ooh. That was a pass to Gesicki. I don't know if that was a catch. It was hard to say because it was low to the ground. Let's see on this replay. Oh, no, looks like he got under it. Okay. 3rd and 2. And they got a first down. Nice. Who's that, Breida? Oh, there's a flag, though. What's the flag? That was a good first down run.
This could come back, and this is a huge call.
But it looks like it might be against us. Holding on us.
Number 75. 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul.
10-yard penalty on us. Eric Flowers. So there you go. Fucking Eric Flowers. He's one of those guys that I thought was going to prove to be fucking overpaid. You want the number 1 pick? I guess. I don't know why you would want that. But anyway, Eric Flowers, another one of those guys that I think is going to prove to be overpaid. Just picked up a penalty on 2nd and 2 that ended up being a first down. Or was it second? Anyway. Ooh, come on. Nice. There you go, Grant. Way to take a fucking hit. He got a first down on that. It was short of the sticks to begin with when he caught the ball, and he got drilled. But good on the fucking little dude. See, he's a scrappy fucker. Good on him. And then he got straight up fucking upfield to pick up the first down. Good on fucking – he just saved Eric Flowers there. Eric Flowers just got a costly penalty.
I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, man. We're getting close to field goal range. And the half is getting ready to end. So we have 2 timeouts. We are on their 47-yard line. Drops back. Throws it, and it's picked off. Wow. I mean, he just threw that straight to the linebacker, bro. Fitzpatrick just fed that straight to the linebacker. I mean, that was the easiest fucking interception, bro. Straight to the linebacker.
He's playing a lot of linebacker today. He's got great instincts down there. They put everyone up.
Good job, Fitzpatrick. Dude, I'm telling you, Tua's going to either come in because Fitzpatrick fucking eats a bag of dicks or he gets hurt. One of those 2 things, and then Tua's going to end up coming in. Cam Newton going undefeated like he did in Auburn. I doubt that, but I do think the Patriots are going to get second place in the division. All right, and so now not only – the Patriots do currently have all their timeouts. They got 24 seconds left, and they are now on our side of the field after getting an interception and a quick fucking pass out to look like White, who looks like he's a little hobbled. Can we pull Fitz yet? You could. They could. I don't think they're going to do that. Not yet. He has thrown 2 picks already. So there is that. Ryan Fitzpatrick just threw his second interception. They're about to go into the half. It is possible that they put Tua out to start the second half, but I don't think so. I think it'll take a 3rd interception, maybe even a 4th or something like that Fitzpatrick will have to turn it over 1 or 2 more times. It's 2nd and 1 from the Dolphins' 47-yard line. The Patriots have the ball with 2 timeouts. And they just picked up a big gainer, got out of bounds. Edelman did. 18 seconds, and they are now in field goal range already. So there you go. Can't hurt at this point. 2 picks have hurt. That drive looked so positive. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. And I do agree that Tua is definitely the superior talent. And he's obviously a lot younger. But it could hurt. Because if they put Tua in the game, look, man, I would redshirt Tua the entire year no matter what, just because of his injuries. If he gets put in the game, 1 bad sack, and he could be done with. Oh, yeah, thanks. Now they're actually starting to get a little bit long, so I do got to trim them up again. I just got to avoid accidentally shaving them off. Anyway, so it's now they have now 15 seconds on the clock.
So when you pull guys, the guy can scoot through. And that's gonna make
We got a sack. Oh, was that Christian Wilkins that got a sack?
getting through and making big tackle.
How's about that?
Official stat says they're down to 1 timeout.
Looks like they're going to kick.
Field goal attempt. Let's see what they can do if they can get closer.
They just picked him off practice squad.
Or no, wait, not yet. It's 2nd and 12. They got 15 seconds and 1 timeout. Sorry. Oh.
Down and in the air for a while. Again, Wilkins making some plays.
I don't know what that was. It looked like Cam Newton spiked it.
Trying to throw a slant, but this is almost lucky that it does get knocked down. Wilkins.
Oh, no, Wilkins. Yeah, nice. Wilkins got a hand in there. Okay, Wilkins. See, look. Step up a little bit there, guy. That's what I'm talking about. Wilkins just got a sack, and he got a hand in on that pass. That's like everybody was saying about how good Wilkins did last year. No, he didn't do very good. Did he have most tackles for a rookie? Yeah, but when you look at the way the rest of that was a solid run. And so they're going to use a timeout with 6 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to go for a field goal. Anyway, did he have – yes, but when you look at the rest of the team and how bad our run game was and so on and so forth, when you look at those factors and the fact that we had like no sacks and no pass rush, what it shows you is – and then especially when you look at the tape, what it shows you is that in reality – him and the rest of the team were incapable of stopping the ball carrier at or behind the line of scrimmage, obviously. So what that means is that they weren't stopping him until he got downfield a ways. So Christian Wilkins did a good job of sticking with the play last year. That was it. That's why he racked up all those tackles. This is showing some improvement. He got a sack already in the first game, and he just got a deflected pass. So now look, the Patriots are going to kick, and the kicker missed. Wide right. There you go. So we go into the half, and it is now 7-3. The Patriots do get the ball, though, because they did choose to take the ball after half. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even going to have the Tannehill argument. First of all, you're spelling his name wrong. Secondly, I mean, there's really you can't argue it, bro. Like, you can't argue that Tannehill is bad. Look at what he did with the Titans last year when he finally actually had a good team. And then even with the Dolphins, they never gave him a team. He was the most sacked quarterback in the league the first 4 years of his career from 2012 to 2016. But he still played every single game. He set tons of Dolphins records. He still owns an NFL record. He has Dolphins rookie records. In fact, the evidence just doesn't prove it. So if you believe that, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. And all of the evidence, all of the stats, all of the records he has categorically proves you wrong. It 100% does. So if you believe that, you believe in false things. And so I don't know what else to say to you. Like I said, I'm not going to have the argument because you're just absolutely incorrect. There is literally no defense that can be given.
I'm a Verizon engineer, and I'm part of the team building a
Powerful 5G experience for America.
There is no argument to be had on that side. Okay, bro, you say that, but I'm telling you, watch. Tua's injury, even if they do redshirt Tua the entire season, which they're not gonna, Tua's gonna play at some point this season, okay? But even if Tua was to redshirt his entire year, okay, his entire rookie season, I guarantee you his injuries are going to come up, right? People want to say that Ryan Tannehill is injury prone because he had one injury, and there was nothing he could do about it. It's football. Calais Campbell went in for the sack. His helmet hit the dude in the side of the knee, and anybody's knee would fucking buckle under that. Anybody's knee. Okay? Had the one injury. I agree that they should have had the surgery earlier on. They made a decision. They went with it, and they were wrong in the long run. And so then they, but regardless, they would have had to sign a quarterback for that season anyway. So they were going to have to bring in somebody. I also think that bringing in Jay Cutler was also wrong, because I would have brought in Colin Kaepernick, but that obviously would not have happened because all of the owners, including Stephen Ross, are racists, and they continue to blackball Colin Kaepernick for his the audacity for speaking out against police brutality, etc. So I would have brought in Colin Kaepernick, but Gase did what he thought was best and brought in Jay Cutler, and under those circumstances, with the familiarity that he had with him, etc., it was a solid idea. It didn't pan out as he wanted it to, but it is the way it is. But there's no argument that Tannehill is injury prone. You just can't say it, because despite the beating that he took, being the most sacked quarterback in the league from 2012 to 2014, he was always in the game. In fact, I think it was after the 2016 season, or at the end of the 2016 season, he came out and said that he was pissing blood at the end of the year because of the beating he was taking, but still stayed in the game. He had the one injury, and he's been fine ever since. His stats throughout his career with the Dolphins records he holds, the NFL record he holds, the production and what he did taking the Titans to the AFC Championship last year. I mean, there literally is no argument for it. But Tua, on the other hand, is injury prone. There is no argument for him being injury prone. He hasn't even played a single game in the league yet, and he's already had several injuries, right? He had several injuries in college. Not to mention, they are all very concerning injuries. One, because of his size. He's already a slightly undersized quarterback for the NFL who has an injury-prone record, but he's a quarterback that is expected to be mobile and use his legs. And he's had 2 ankle surgeries and a hip surgery. Okay? So with all of that context, Tua is a massive concern over the course of his career. Massive concern. So, I mean, the only way it's not going to be a concern is if he gets Tom Brady-like protection, right? So if they can develop an offensive line that can protect him like Tom Brady was protected in New England, then he can survive and potentially have a long and prosperous career. But if he has any kind of fucking experience like the quarterbacks of late have had in Miami, well, his injuries are going to be a major issue. Like I said, bro, there's literally no argument against Tannehill. You can argue it as much as you want. It's not based in any facts or reality whatsoever. So you're welcome to live in the false reality if you want. Okay, bro. I mean, you can think that. And look, I'll tell you, I hope that Tua's the answer, but they have a very long way to go in proving that. And I have substantial concerns along the way. So until they prove it, they're not going to get that out of me. I'm not going to be like, I can hope for it. I can be like, yeah, I hope that but it would be disingenuous because I just don't agree with the direction that this team is going in. And to Jay's comment about how Fitz is killing us right now, that is true. He has thrown 2 picks in the first half, even despite the fact that the offense actually, the offensive line in particular, is showing some life, which is good. So Fitz is killing us. And I told you, look, I don't know when it's going to happen. My guess is it's going to happen somewhere in the first quarter or the first half of the year. But Tua's going to come in because either Fitzpatrick plays like garbage or because he gets hurt. Obviously, we won't win a game with Tannehill at this point because we don't have him. But Tannehill's going to win a ton of games in Tennessee this year. Watch. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. So, Tua's going to come in at some point because Ryan Fitzpatrick either doesn't play well or because he gets hurt. So we'll have to wait and see. Patrick Mahomes is the answer to what? That doesn't even make any sense. He's the answer for KC, I guess. I mean, they're fucking doing big things. That contract he signed. See, here's the thing, though, right? I will agree, and this goes to my philosophy of why I would never take a quarterback in rounds 1 or 2 ever, but I would take a quarterback every year in round 3 or later. So Patrick Mahomes, I agree, is a special talent. I totally agree. But he got a 10-year contract extension that doesn't go into effect for like 2 more years. He's still got like 2 years before that contract even goes into effect. But he has a 10-year contract extension worth like $500-something million over the life of the and he gets a lot of that fucking hella up front. Damn right, right? A lot of that shit is guaranteed. So like the dude, if he manages to make it through that contract, will be halfway to $1 trillion over the next 10 years, 12 years. However, even Patrick Mahomes, like, could be one of the greatest quarterbacks we may have ever seen. He is one bad injury away from ending his career. So the fact that they gave him a 10, they're like, dude, we believe you're going to be the guy for 10 years. I hope he is for the Chiefs. But that's kind of ridiculous, bro. Like, to say that we're going to go ahead and just fucking commit to you. I mean, now, of course, there's obviously things that they write into the contracts, blah, blah, blah. At some point, they could get out of it, whatever. But to make that kind of commitment for that long of a period is ridiculous. In a sport that is massively violent by nature, and especially at the position that gets targeted the most. Anyway, so we'll see. You say you don't know how I'm a Dolphins fan for recognizing that Tannehill is a good quarterback, but you want me to stop my commentary because I don't recognize that Brady is the best. I think he's one of the best, but I don't know that I would say he's the best ever. He's definitely in that argument without question, and he's definitely one of the best of all time. But I also believe that the Patriots are cheaters, Tom Brady included, and I also believe that at least a couple of their rings that they did not earn. So, I mean, you take a couple rings away from Brady, and then his record doesn't look as good.
Love is definitely in the air everyone. It's just been a really good
I don't even know what that last sentence even means, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I will be right back.
Is it me? I'm so over this. Love Island, new episode tonight, 9/8 Central on CBS.
With FanDuel, it's easy to find the perfect fantasy contest no matter how you like to play. From beginners only to the Sunday Million and even all new snake drafts. But to make game day even more perfect, we found the perfect live halftime entertainment. Tap dancing. Now, here comes the good part.
I don't like it.
With FanDuel, there's no easier way to find your perfect fantasy contest. Join today and play free all season long.
Introducing the future of fitness. It's every class you can imagine. Live
Welcome back to the mirror.
You got this, John.
and on demand. It's boxing, cardio, yoga, and more. It's an interactive, goal-crushing, whole family, whole body fitness machine.
Alrighty then.
It's at home. The mirror.
Sure, dude. Whatever you say, brother. Whatever you say. Let's see.
Check it out. We get all of our pets food and toys. They even have prescriptions.
Don't forget about Tucker's new
see.
ride.
Oh, does that come in Bosco size? Get fast free 1 to 2 day shipping with Chewy. Download the app today.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Want to stay up to date? Hey Siri, show me the football schedule.
Well, the Patriots will get the football to start the second half. They gained only 36 yards total after scoring a touchdown.
All right.
Miami had 90 yards on top of that. 126. I don't know whether it's just such a week of uncertainty.
All right.
They had no preseason.
So we're getting ready to come back to the game. He just says things how they are, even if he is. Look, man.
For how they're going to do this, the Carolina stuff.
I try to put an emphasis on, and I say it all the time. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that they prove me wrong. I say that because I want people to understand. I want them to do good things, but my opinion is that they are going in the wrong direction, and I'm just honest about it, bro. Like, I'm just real about it. I give you the stats, I give you the data, I give you the information. So if they prove me wrong, then I'm going to be happy to change my commentary because that's the reality, right? So if the reality of things are that it's negative, that's not my fault. Like, if people want to blame me for that, fine, whatever. If they can't, all right, so we are now kicking off. The Patriots are going to start this half. Look, man, you know, it's the don't shoot the messenger thing, right? Like, I'm just reporting to you the way things are. I mean, I guess people partly say that I'm negative because, you know, I disagree, but that's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous to just be like, oh, you're not a fan because you don't like religiously believe everything that your team says. Okay, dude, like, if you think that that's what being a fan is, like, if you think that being a fan, you just have to fucking buy in no matter what, okay, I guess, but that's, to me, that's not what being a fan is. In fact, to me, what being a fan is, and that's a first down pass for them. Anyway, to me, what being a real fan is being able to disagree with your team and the direction that they're going in and the decisions that they make and have honest commentary about it, but also not just remain a fan, but also want to you know, see things fixed, as opposed to, like, you know, all those idiots that are like, oh, well, if you don't like it, just go be a fan of someone else or whatever. No, I'm a Dolphins fan. I've been a Dolphins fan my entire life. So I want to see my team fixed. And I think the primary issue with the team is Stephen Ross. So there's that. But anyway, like, And so the Patriots are moving the ball through the air very effectively right now to Edelman in particular. 2 passes to him. They are now on our side of the field. So, yeah, I mean, like, honestly, people can fuck off with that bullshit. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. I'm a fucking Dolphins fan through and through. And frankly, like I said, I consider myself to be the top tier Dolphins fan, because I'm diehard loyal, but I have the courage to speak up against the things that I think are wrong with the team and give constructive ways in which I think they should have done things better. Like, I've told you guys how I would have done their drafts differently. You know, I told you guys how I would have handled things with, like, Bobby McCain. I don't think he should be a fucking safety. Last year, he didn't do very well production-wise. He was just maybe okay at best, but then he got hurt. And my guess is he's likely going to end up getting hurt this year again, probably a shoulder thing, probably a shoulder problem, like what happened with Rashad Jones. Anyway, they finally run the ball again and pick up like 4 yards maybe, but they are moving the ball pretty effectively so far on us coming out of this this half, coming into this half now. So
they ran the football to go against the Rams to get to that game.
Kirk Cousins is garbage.
A little bit in December, right before, and then they started to run the ball. A couple weeks left, they ran it.
You guys just scored a field goal, I see. What is it now? It's 22 to 10. I hear you, man. That sucks, you know. But it ain't over yet, right? Oh! Damn, Edelman's fucking got sticky hands. That was a beautiful fucking catch. I got to give it to him. That was a beautiful fucking catch. I thought that was Dunzo. That was pretty threaded, too, by Newton. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Cam Newton's good in the fucking – yeah, that was good.
If they do this, Edelman, you throw the ball to Edelman. Instead of riding the running back, there's the third option they just came up with for the second half.
Yep. So he threw a pick after they went up 15-7. I mean, people have bad games, bro. Cam kept the ball there on a run. I mean, they are just moving all over us on this fucking drive.
But before the first half, when they showed you that all-up look, you can't call it if you don't have the ability to get out of it and go somewhere else.
Look how long that football stays.
Yeah, dude.
In the belly of James White.
The way he can fucking just snatch that ball back like that, bro. It makes it like almost impossible. He kept that shit in the belly of James White so long.
This is where the cat and mouse games play the chess. Don't let him run a slant with you.
Second and 4.
And they pick up a first down. So I don't know you for shit. So if you really do have COVID, like I've been saying forever, bro, that these games are going to end up experiencing outbreaks because it's going to be impossible to fucking keep it out and keep people from adhering to the guidelines. You're going to be that guy that brings it into the fucking Dolphins stadium. Watch. If you do have it and if you are going to the game, I mean, go for it, bro. Like, I don't know what to say to people like that. Anyway, they are on the 11-yard line, and Cam Newton, ooh! Touchdown is the call on the field. I don't know. It looked super close, but if it is a touchdown, Cam Newton just ran in his second touchdown on us. I mean, this is not going very well. Let's see, though. We need to get a closer look at this because it looked like he was a little short, but he does have a long reach.
He's the guy who's got to have it well contained there. There's no one left.
Nope. No.
The read. And Izzo does a great job with the block.
This is close here.
I don't know. I mean, if he's short, it's barely.
This is why you get a guy who can run the football.
I don't know, man.
There's a pylon cam.
I don't think so.
And at least we had it for a while. Might be on IR.
I don't. Like I'm pretty sure the ball is like inches.
This is my job.
All right, well, I wish you the best of luck.
This is the one they really want to see.
Yeah, I think the ball is gonna be spotted like inches short of the goal line. It is under review,
I think it's a touchdown. All right, we'll see when we get back.
but the call on the field is a touchdown, and the angles are not very good, so there is a distinct possibility that they could just go with the call on the field and leave a touchdown. But even if they don't, he's only going to be short by like literally inches. So, and they're going to have a fresh set of downs, and it's the fucking Patriots. And with the way that they just ran all over us, not quite literally, a little bit, especially on that last play, but Julian Edelman was the key cog on that drive. Oh boy. Okay, well, if you're 11, then I will I'll give you a pass on some of your ignorances. Anyway,
Introducing the turbocharged K5.
yeah, so this is going to be interesting.
In the race for a vaccine,
Am I good?
the finish line is approaching.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Safety protocols
I'm chilling.
in place, and the greatest economy the world has ever seen coming back to life.
I want to see how this shit goes, man.
Why would we ever let Biden kill countless American businesses?
They're playing
and our economic
a little bit better.
President Trump's great American comeback is
The offense is playing a little bit better than what I would have expected, but Fitzpatrick is killing it. And we'll have to wait and see how this plays out and if they're able to keep the score up. So, I mean, it's 13-3 right now, pending the extra point and also pending to see whether or not the touchdown actually stays on the board. Well, yeah, I mean, I totally understand wanting to see a live game. I just don't think it's a good idea.
I'm being told that I contractually have to finish this.
But I wish you the best, and I hope it's good. Honestly, though, we play the Bills next week, so honestly, I'm expecting the Bills to kick our ass next week. Yep, so the call stands, and now Cam Newton has 2 rushing touchdowns on us. Yeah, I agree with Tony Romo. I don't think it was a touchdown either. It was super close, but that's the thing, though, is with the – no, I haven't. And I intend on not getting it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look. See that right there? Oh, that was enough. That should have been enough to overturn it. Scumbags. Whatever. Like I said, it doesn't even really matter because I'm pretty sure that they would have gotten in anyway. They would have had a fresh set of downs. Yeah, that was definitely short. They would have had a fresh set of downs to get like inches, so they would have got it anyway. But yeah.
Deductive reasoning, spatial awareness. It's a tough call. It's bang bang. Really an outstanding job by Baker to get over there.
But what a drive it was by the Patriots. Go ahead, Gene.
On those plays, too, Tom, what you said is we call that piecing together or stitching, where you can see one element of one play and then you try to stitch in the other piece. That's where I went with it. But again,
that's fun.
It has to be clear and obvious for them to overturn, and it appears they just went with a more conservative approach. Yeah.
All right, so Dolphins offense will come out on the field. I'm expecting Fitzpatrick to come back out. Yep, here comes Fitzpatrick. So, literally, I don't think that they're going to put Tua in unless, like, he throws at least another 1 or 2 picks or, fumbles the ball and turns it over. Like, he's got to turn it over at least once or twice more before they're going to swap him out in this game, I would think. But Tua's the only other quarterback that's active, so it would have to be Tua. Anyway, Dolphins run the ball, and it goes 2 yards.
Haven't seen a whole lot of Jordan
All right.
Howard since the first 2 series. They've gotten good work out of Gaskin and Breida a couple of times.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This is, they really want to come out.
Looks like the Patriots so far have made the appropriate adjustments. They look like they appear to have made the appropriate adjustments on their offense, as the touchdown would indicate. Oh, that was a pass to Laird. There was good pressure though coming on Fitzpatrick, and it only picks up like 3, so it's going to be like 3rd and 5. Tua's got his helmet on.
He's going to be the future of the franchise. But what a great guy to try to learn. And there's a lot to that learning curve for a rookie.
Hi, Emily.
When you come into the NFL, to be behind Ryan Fitzpatrick. Start.
It's the best thing for you as a young guy.
Oh, nah. I mean, look, bro, you should know me. People don't affect me emotionally like they think they do. Like, they mistake my passion. Oh, nearly picked off. It was a pass to Gesicki down the field that was nearly picked. They mistake my passion for, like emotion or whatever. Anyway, but nah, I can handle my shit. And it wasn't really until that last comment that fucking. So now Dolphins are punting. 4th and 5. So that's a 3 and out on our first offensive drive. Fair catch at the 20. So that's where they will start. All right, now let's see if this game gets out of control, or if they can, go down and at least put up some points to keep it reasonable. I know you can. Second half, hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, oh, well, that's another thing, right? Second half, last year we tended to crumble in the second half, right? So let's see what happens. Do I have a girlfriend? I do not. So let's see. Can I add you on Instagram? I could, I suppose. Come to my stream so that I can hear a realistic point of view. Other streamers are too optimistic, not looking good right now. Yeah, see, look, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, I try to get people to understand that I want to be optimistic and I want to be hopeful, and I do hope that they prove me wrong. Like, I want them to prove me wrong so much. But the data just doesn't show that, right? Like, the data and evidence that we have, the information that we have at our fingertips doesn't, spell that out. It doesn't predict that. It doesn't foreshadow good things, unfortunately. So that's what I tell you. I think it's just my name, honestly. We don't have delusions of grandeur. Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, I keep it real with y'all. Like, that's how I got to, bro. I have to keep it real. I can't sit here and fucking, I can't lie to you guys, man. Like, I gotta tell it like it is.
Now, FanDuel, get an instant bonus up to $500.
Let's see.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored.
Hang on, I will be right back.
State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by FanDuel, more ways to win.
All right, we're back with Cam Newton and
The Dolphins are balls. Yeah, well, that's life. All right, well, since he left, we run the channel. That's cool. Damn, can y'all take this dude down or what? I mean, that's going to be a gain of like maybe a yard on first down for them. But like, damn, it took like 6 dudes like forever to fucking take down the ball carrier. Like, goddamn, son. All right. Took what, like 4 guys? Yeah. I do have a Facebook. Damn, everybody trying to get my social medias. Let's see. I mean,
Second and 9.
the best way to search me on my social medias is just by my name, Dylan Tartaro. I'll even spell it for you.
His second of the game. That goes for 13.
I am in Southern California. There you go. That's my name. So that's the best way to find me on my social media.
You got to keep rushing. Now you drop back. You have way more time. That pocket gives you that extra second. Guys get open longer.
All right. Patriots got another first down on a pass. So here they go. Moving downfield again. Oh! Damn, son. That ball got tipped by the Dolphins defender. I didn't see who it was. I think maybe McCain. No. I don't know who that is.
That's a good job. Lawson gets his hand on.
Oh, it was Lawson. Shaq Lawson did get it tipped, but they still ended up getting whatever. Dolphins need practice. Yep. They definitely do. You too. Nice. Yeah. I live in LA. Happy 300. Yeah. Appreciate it. They just got another first down on a pretty solid run. I thought that was going to get yoinked for 6. Yeah. Oh, you mean the tip ball? It would be nice if he would have fucking picked it, but unfortunately, nope. I do not have a Twitch. What's going on, Zion? I do not have a Twitch. Man, so they just got another 7 yards on another run. I mean, the Patriots offense is just starting to move all over us. So our defense hasn't really stopped them at all yet in this second half. Like, not even a single play yet. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have football, but you know, if you've seen my videos, you know that I don't think it's worth the risk. But such is life. Damn, son. Oh, that's another first down. N'Keal Harry.
This is a good thing. Cover 0 means there's no one deep.
Yeah, man, they cannot fucking. We have not had another year of tanking. I don't know, bro. They're running whoever offense right now. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that they would be tanking again this year. I can't imagine it. Like, there was clear evidence last year that the coaching staff was trying to put the team in position to lose. It was clear as day. Oh! Damn, man. That could have been a fucking good tackle for loss, but missed on that tackle, bro. Whiffed on it. By Van Noy. Come on, Van Noy. See, bro, like fucking. Have you thought about doing a collab with Dudley? Y'all share the same mindset about us.
You see 15. He's supposed to go right there. He was supposed to throw it over. He couldn't get off press. Really good job by Noah. Come on, you go ahead.
That's weird. Damn, son, tackle this motherfucker. Another first down. I mean, they're just running all over us now. I don't know, bro. Like, me and Doug, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff recently, but me and Doug do not tend to be on the same page. Man, can y'all tackle this dude or what? All right, let me get to this game now. Igbenogene is in the game. Let's see. It's 1st and 10 on our 30-yard line. They pick up about another 3 yards on first down. Cam Newton kept it that time.
You know, the ability to run the football like this also shortens the game. I mean, I don't know where every other game is across the league, but there's a good chance we're going to be a quarter ahead of everybody. And it's because the clock keeps running.
Yeah, this game is going pretty quick. We are actually almost done with the third quarter. But, I mean, they're just having their way with us at this point, though. Yep, still. About a yard shy of the first down, so it's going to be like 3rd and 1. But
after a disappointing rookie year that produced
I mean,
you see this ball in there, tight coverage.
Damn, bro, like he just threaded that shit.
He spotted Kabir Harry with a good catch.
Not to his new position coach, Mick Lombardi. He's been working with that kid an awful lot. He's now
Igbenogene. It's a Igbenogene. I actually fucking one of the some Dolphins fucking, and did they get it? That was definitely 3rd and 2, and they definitely got it. God damn it, bro. I mean, we can't stop shit, bro, right now.
It's so hard to stop this team. You know it's coming. They blitzed everybody. They put it in there.
Anyway, he put out the pronunciations.
He's going to contain outside.
Heard it from who, though?
Right there's the safety blitz. Linebacker Shaq Lawson in there. Cam does it again. Cam putting up big numbers now. He's 8 for 8 passing in this.
Anyway, whatever. Oh.
Reaches first incompletion of the half. We do have a penalty marker down.
That probably should have been a touchdown.
Well, I think he probably hit Cam in the helmet.
Oh, come on.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer on us.
That penalty will be forced half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Automatic, forced down.
On Brandon Jones, the fucking rookie. Let's see the replay, though.
You'll see blitz on the outside. He catches Patriots. Cam has to get rid of it.
But
you can't go to the
yeah, he went too high. See, rookie mistake.
What about the shoulder pass?
No, that's not I didn't see the helmet there.
I mean, he didn't make helmet-to-helmet contact, and it looked like he just pushed him in the shoulders. So, I don't know. That was... But he did aim too high in general. Like, you can't do that.
He lost the football. It came out of his hands and it went out of the end zone and out of bounds.
The key, Jim, is going to be whether or not his knee was down before the fumble.
If not, it's going to be fumbled through the end zone.
This is Miami's ball.
It's going to be Miami ball at the 20.
Ruling on the field is that the runner fumbled the ball from the field of play through the end zone
for
a touchback. First down, Miami.
Well, that's a lucky break.
Was the one who stripped it. Yeah, he was not anywhere close to down, and it goes out of bounds in the end zone, and Miami survives that drive.
Yeah, that is a super lucky. That wasn't even on the replay. That wasn't even Jerome Baker. He had good coverage, and he definitely stopped N'Keal Harry from getting the touchdown to begin with. But it was N'Keal Harry who did the this weird little shift with the ball instead of just tucking it in. And so he fumbled it, The ball went into the end zone and out, so it's a touchback. So the Dolphins get the ball.
He reached out to me and then reminded me that years of planning with him set me up for success.
Parker is out, so he's out now. I didn't even see that, but I mean, it's not surprising.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
Working with you. Me too. Red heart emoji. Blue heart emoji.
Chat's getting weird today. Anyway, but that's not surprising because he went into this game with a hamstring injury. And like I said, dude, I told y'all that was fucking something to keep an eye on and something that is going to be a potential concern for this team. So
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go.
just means next man up. Yeah, but the problem is, though, so look at our top 4 receivers, right? You have Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant, and who's the other one? I can't even think of it right now. But our top 4 wide receivers all have significant injury histories, right? Because we lost Allen Hurns and Albert Wilson, so we took hits there. And then the top 4 guys that we have all have pretty significant injury histories. And then after that, there's a pretty substantial drop-off. Who is our fucking...
An autumn invitation to golf's
Yeah.
historic location, the Masters, November on CBS.
I mean, Grant is definitely a little bit. Grant is definitely a little firecracker, right? He's a little rocket, but he's got to be. Grant has to be a piece, right? He has to be a piece of the puzzle. He can't be the puzzle himself. He can't be the whole puzzle. All right, so now we're back on offense, and Fitzpatrick got drilled as he got rid of it, but it was a completion to Jakeem Grant. Nice.
Well, this is a great throw by Fitzpatrick, and you're right.
One man doesn't make a team. Yeah, no, absolutely. But that's why I don't believe in the quarterback philosophy of all you need is a fucking quarterback, and you got to just take one in the first round and blah, blah, blah. All right, so that was an underneath pass, about 4 yards maybe. Okay, so the official word, Devontae Parker is on the sideline, questionable to return with a hamstring. So great. So already game 1, and he's starting off with injuries. Gesicki gets a pass right there, picks up about 3. That's the end of the third quarter. I mean, the Dolphins got a lot of work to do if they want to, win this game. So, and they're already down their top wide receiver.
It was great. I let the computer pick the players. I just had to open a Corona.
Oh, you obviously know nothing about football. But you do know how to win the draft party.
Go now to find your game day peach.
There's no such thing as a pretty eater. You're pretty messy.
Straight up, though, this game is actually going by really fast. Yeah. I mean, but look, dude, one of the problems with Grant's game, unfortunately, is because a lot of his utility comes from those kind of tricky plays, right? Those pass end arounds, whatever. Like that's where you get a lot of utility out of him. He's definitely a lot more of a go up and get it receiver than you would expect from such a small guy. But anyway, what I was getting at though is if you don't have a run game that can, support your team, and if you don't have other receivers, regular receivers that do like normal regular routes and stuff as their primary job, etc. Like if you don't have a well-rounded team, unfortunately, you're not going to get a lot of production out of guys like that. That's why, like, Malcolm Perry, bringing in a guy like that who's super versatile but doesn't really have, like, one set position, and then bringing in Lynn Bowden Jr., even, like, to get even more redundant when you don't even know that your team is going to be able to, like, even do the basics, let alone the fancy shit, right? So, you know, you just got to fucking... It feels our route tree is either short as fuck or downfield, nothing really intermediate. Yeah, I mean, that's been part of the problem. You know, ideally, you would think that, you know, Mike Gesicki would be able to help out with that, you know, get some more action, you know, down the seam and in the middle. And then, of course, you know, you have plenty of guys who can do, you know, intermediate stuff. Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant even can do intermediate stuff, you know, intermediate routes. It's just, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. We'll see. The game's back. It's 3rd and 2. Let's see if they can at least get a first down. And Gaskin gets stuffed. Nope. No gain. Are they going to go for it? 4th and 2. I mean, I think they probably, I don't know, dude. Like, Romo just said they have to go for it. I don't know, bro. They still have an entire quarter. They're only down by 11 points. And if they give the Patriots the ball on our side of the field, if they don't get this, I don't know, man. Let's see how this play goes. Like, this play is super boom or bust. They're going deep. Deep to Preston Williams. It was incomplete, but it looks like Williams did draw a flag. So, yeah. So, I mean, definitely got lucky there. I mean, they stacked the fucking protection for that. So, well, they don't show it in this replay, but the Dolphins stacked the protection and then just threw it up there. I don't know, though, bro. Like, you could because it looked like he grabbed Gilmore's face mask. Oh, he totally did. He totally grabbed Gilmore's face mask. Like, honestly, bro, I think that should, at a minimum, have been offsetting penalties. At a minimum, that it should have been offsetting penalties. But the Dolphins get a break there, and then a nice pass to Gesicki. Yeah, but that flag, like I said, bro, that should have been offsetting penalties. In the replay, Williams clearly grabbed Gilmore's face mask. If that's not a defensive pass interference as well, then I don't know what is. Like, that had to be offsetting penalties. But they didn't call it on him. So, but that's huge because the penalty advanced the ball pretty far downfield, right? Whereas if it was offsetting penalties, it would have been a replay of the down. Or would it have been a replay? Either way, they would have been at the place that they were at. But now look where they are. 2nd and 5, and they're another first down on a run. Like, this drive should have been ended. This Dolphins drive definitely should have been ended. So they caught a lucky break there. They've had some good production after the fact. So good on them for that. They are moving the ball, and they are, you know, knocking on the door right now. They're in the red zone. It's 3rd and 1. So there is that, but that should have been offsetting penalties for sure. So it looks like we are going to pick up the first. This drive was kept alive solely on that penalty. Well, not solely. Like I said, they have moved the ball since then. So they didn't completely, like, crumble. Let's see if they can put up a touchdown, though. That's what they need, man. They need to get a touchdown to keep themselves really in this. I mean, a field goal, they would still be in it with a field goal, but obviously that 7 is what you want. So let's go. Come on, come on. Oh, Gesicki in the back of the end zone and another flag. It's going to be, since it was in the end zone, it'll be spotted at the goal line.
The ball occurred in the end zone. The ball will be advanced to the 1 yard line.
To the 1 yard line. An automatic first down. So, I mean, if we can't punch it in at this point, although, again, I don't agree with that, bro.
Gets a little antsy, but that is a good throw. Making your guy once again.
I mean, he touched him a little early, yeah, but they stuffed that run. But I mean, I don't really agree with that penalty either, if I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, that's just football. It's still 14-3 Patriots, but we are like on the 2 yard line, so we'll see.
They've driven 78
Oh.
A lot of it by penalty yardage.
Jets coming back a little bit.
Second and goal at the 2. Trying to find the end zone for the first time.
Oh! So close. So close, but no go. Still a yard out, man. 3rd and goal. Come on, man. Punch this shit in, bro.
Jennings.
No, definitely did not cross the line. I mean, it did impede his chance to attempt a catch. Not really, bro. Not really. He played it up like it did, but not really. And finally. Nice. Yeah, bro. I mean, that was like the most, because he would have ran into him regardless. The only thing he did was like brace himself. He didn't extend at all, right? The defender did not extend at all. He did not push Gesicki at all, not even the slightest. He kept his hands in, and all he did was brace himself, and then went to turn around again to go track the ball. That's football, man. So the Dolphins had some okay production on that drive. They just scored a touchdown. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. But let's keep it real. That drive was propped up in large part by penalties and Fitzpatrick ran the 2-point conversion in. So now it's 14-11. But we got to keep it real, bro. That drive was propped up by some pretty bad calls on the Patriots. Because the one on Gilmore, at a minimum, the penalty on Gilmore should have also been a penalty on Preston Williams, offsetting penalties because he grabbed the face mask. And the other one was just super ticky-tack. But whatever, like, I'll take it, bro. Because now it's actually, well, for one, we scored a touchdown, which is cool. But now we're back in this game. So we'll just go with it. But like I said, I got to keep it real with you guys. So I'm going to say that shit. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'll take it. Yeah, look, hey, I'll take it, man. I'll fucking take it. I'm going to keep it real with you guys, and I'm going to tell you exactly like it is, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you the full context because that's what, I was going to say a good reporter. I don't know that I consider myself to be a reporter, but that's what you do.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I see this Tua Gillette commercial. I mean, he's got a bunch of deals already, so he's got the star power, hype. He's got all the hype for sure. All right, well, look, I mean, this is the fourth quarter, man. We got really helped out on that drive, but we came away with a touchdown. We got the 2 points. The defense has to do something now. They got to get a stop on the Patriots. They got to. I mean, even a field goal would be all right. We would still need to get a touchdown. But, yeah. Does he? Hadn't heard anything. Yeah, he's got Tua. Yeah, he's got like a handful. He's got like a handful of deals already. I saw something about it a while back. I don't know the particulars, so I'm not gonna try and be specific because I just don't know. But I do remember seeing something. It was not long after the Dolphins signed him, right? Or drafted him, whatever. It wasn't too long after that. He got a bunch of deals or whatever.
The great man, the first Miami Dolphin game since the passing of Don Shula back on May 4th at the age of 90. The legend undefeated season.
Be right back. We just kicked it off, so Patriots about to come out.
He was a legend. Family, Robert and Jonathan, the only two there in the owner's box today. And there's a new book out, by the way, about the Patriot Dynasty. It's called The Dynasty, written by Jeff Benedict, and he was given exclusive access to the Patriots starting in 2018. And with
all right. So in all likelihood, I'm going to make my preview.
What was going on? One of those, of course, being a Super Bowl winning year.
And Edelman with a big fucking play. There we go. So, see, they can't be letting that shit happen, bro. And there's a flag that I think is on us for a late hit. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a late hit on us. I mean, that's tons of space. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a late hit on Baker. Personal foul, late hit. Yep. That's an extra 15 yards on top of that. Yep. God damn it. The word you're looking for is analyst. I guess that's fair.
That's going to get called every time. Can't do that. 2 great plays earlier, and that was a quarter.
There's going to be net gain of 38. 23.
Gain of 38. 23 on the Edelman run, 15 on fucking the Baker penalty. Oi.
I tell you, just
Oi. Oi.
We know where this game will be at. It's right in the balance. New England still feels in control because you felt that. But New England's offense.
Oi. All right, come on, baby. Oh. That was an incomplete pass. He just kind of threw it away. There was some okay pressure coming in, it looked like, though. Come on, D. You guys got to fucking do something, bro. You got to get some stoppage here. Dolphins looking like dog shit again. They've played an okay game, but like that's about as far as it goes, really. Especially when you consider how remade the Patriots are this year, how different they are. Oh. Damn, son.
That's a run for about 8 by James White.
James White picks up about 8, so it's going to be 3rd and 2, it looks like.
I mean, it's like, okay, when he's in shotgun, he does this. When he does that.
But see, that's the thing. Cam Newton does offer 3rd and 3. Cam Newton does offer more to the fucking Patriots offense overall than Tom Brady does. The thing is they've just been so good at protecting Tom Brady, and he gets the ball out so fast, But anyway, 3rd and 3. Let's see if we can stop him. Need to force Folk to a field goal. I'll take the odds of him shanking. Yeah, I would agree. But they just got a first down, so we're going to have to wait on that. Okay, 1st and 10, Patriots. I mean, this late in the game, if they get another touchdown, it's likely game over. They are on our 26-yard line. They're on our 26-yard line, so we could hold them to a field goal. That's possible. Newton's going to end up running for it after trying to throw, but picks up a first down on the run. Yeah, if they get a touch, which, I mean, they just picked up another first down. Newton picked up 11, maybe 12 yards on that run. There was nothing downfield, so he just went with it. They're likely going to get a touchdown, especially because, like, it looks like the Dolphins defense is starting to get worn out a bit.
You see the fullback, number 47, Jakob Johnson from Stuttgart, Germany.
So let's see. I mean, they're on our 14-yard line and just picked up another 5 or 6.
Pathway program. Had a good block on that one.
Exactly right, John. NBA gap and just simple plays right up the middle. No Edelman in the game. It's a handoff.
I just got a Bleacher Report app about, Dolphins coming back late. They just brought it up. Jordan Howard gets first touchdown of the year, blah, 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 bringing it up to within 3. Obviously, it's a little late or a little behind, and the Patriots could score. It's 2nd and 5. They're on our 9-yard line. That was pretty good contain. So it should be like a 3rd and 5. Is it Noah or Jakeem on kickoff? Jakeem is listed as the top kickoff and punt returner.
You don't have enough guys to block. You're going to try and ride it and keep it, but they have too many guys.
I do drink beer, although I don't drink in general very often. It's a social thing for me at this point. I drink socially.
This is a monumental moment right here, my friend.
When is Bleacher Report ever just on top of report? Yeah, well, whatever. Oh! Damn! That's super close, bro. Man, I think they're going to mark it as a first.
They might want to take a close look at this one.
Man, that's so close. I mean, damn, dude, I think he might have that. Cam really lunged for it. The hand doesn't matter, though. It's the elbow that has to hit. Right? Right?
The first replay we showed looked like he may have had.
I guess he's a lefty.
Between the 4 and the 5. Right at the 4.
Well, I guess that would. I mean, yeah, it's goofy, but I guess it makes sense because depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed, I guess would depend on which foot you put it on. But I don't know.
Between the 4 and the 5, I think it's going to be. We're going to step away for a moment.
All right, so the ruling, Miami has issued a challenge.
Was the night before kickoff went all through the house?
No, I don't think he is, bro, because the hand does not count. The hand does not count as being down, right? It has to be either your elbow, your knee, your butt. But when you look at the replay, bro, Newton lunged back, and by the time his elbow was on the ground, he was either at or past the line to gain. That's what it looks like to me. I don't think they're going to have enough to overturn it. Or move it back. Like, if they can get them to move the spot back a little bit, then it won't be a first down. I will give you that. That is true. I don't think that they're going to have enough evidence to move the spot back. And additionally, I would say that on the replay, I got to be fair, bro. It looked like that push, that lunge backwards that Cam Newton did with that little bit of push off the ground, I think might have been enough. Yeah, they'll go for it though. That's true. So, because worst case scenario, we're obviously going to be, super deep in our own territory with like 7 minutes to go left in the game. I think that they will. I think that they will go for it as opposed to kicking the field goal. However, if I'm being honest, I think he got it. But we'll see what happens in this call when they come back. So it's going to be fascinating. Anyway, I don't remember if I finished the thought or not. But more than likely, I'm going to do my analysis video tomorrow. My general plan for my analysis videos will be the day after the game. Oh, we did win the challenge. Let's see. Hand. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. There you go. On that replay, you can see it. Yeah, you're right.
This is where you sell out and say,
it was the other, yeah, it was the, they didn't show that replay before. From that angle, you could definitely tell. We get the ball back, hand me the expo. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see, man. I mean, it's 4th and inches. So let's see what happens.
71 is eligible. That's
let's see if we're able to stop them and get this fucking ball back, man.
It's really more than 4th and inches. It's 4th and almost a full yard.
Yeah, I mean, it says 4th and inches. That is true. It is a little bit further than that. But, I mean.
But they're going to do it with Cam starting. Yep, they run this.
It goes right over the top. Let's see if that.
And easy. Gets it easy. Still going down to like the 1 yard line. No, they're going to get a touchdown. They got the first down easy. They got that shit super easy. Cam Newton was like, bitch. Anyway, so, oh no. God damn it, Bake. Why? Oh, that's a flag on us, dude. That's an after the fact shit, though. That's like a, God damn it, dude. And that's on one of our. Oh, did I hear a punch? Oh, I thought it's worse than what I thought then. Uh-oh.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 55.
It's on Baker. Pushing off the pile. First towards DQ. Forced half the distance to the goal. I mean, they're that's at the ball, I think. Yeah, the punch that they were talking about was looking like it was going for the ball. Kamu Gruger Hill. I would not have called that. That's not what was called. It was Jerome Baker for pushing off the pile when he got up, which, to be honest, I think is kind of a stupid penalty. But I get it because it's kind of in the same vein as like taunting and shit. Yeah, but look, Flores can be as heated as he wants. I mean, it's a penalty, bro. Like, and they picked up the first down anyway. So like, I just like that was part of the thing last year. Like, people were praising Flores last year for getting so pissed off, but the times that he was getting pissed off, at least the notable ones.
Yeah, this
hang on.
Who's still lying on top of Cam.
Oh yeah, there was definitely some pushing back and forth. But you could definitely offset penalties.
The end result's a half a yard.
But that's the thing. I mean, it didn't result really in fucking like anything. Oh no. Oh no. That was that from that angle. Like, he pushed Cam's fucking helmet. Yeah, like Brian Flores can get pissed all he wants. I mean, it was a legit penalty. Baker was just, he lost control. He shouldn't have pushed Cam's helmet like that. Like, you don't do that. You get a penalty. It didn't result in much yardage, but there's the touchdown. So pending the extra point, it is now 20-11 with 5:23 left to go in the game. It's not impossible. I'm just not so sure the Dolphins squad's going to be able to get it done. So I'm going to do. Yeah, I mean, when you looked for a second, I was going to say it from like the one angle, it looked like Newton, you know, it looked like they had a little hand fighting in there. Baker and Newton. It did look like that from one of the angles. So I was for a second going to be like, okay, well, if you call Baker on it, then you got to call Newton. But there was that other angle that they showed after that where he clearly pushed Newton's helmet. All right, well, there it is, 21-11. I mean, and so that's a penalty. Yeah, Baker was definitely, and yeah, and the late hit, absolutely. What do you get? You can't, like, anybody who wants to argue that that's a bad penalty, you can't, dude, because it was. He was out of bounds when he tackled him. He just was. Like, right? Like, but they're like, and that's the thing. Like, I keep it real with y'all, right? But a lot of people will be like, no, that was a bullshit penalty. But then they'll look at the other penalties, right? Like the Stephon Gilmore penalty, right? That penalty, if you're going to call that on Stephon Gilmore, which I agree, you can totally call that because, you know, they were entangled. However, when you look at that, the more egregious penalty, honestly, was the the offensive pass interference because Preston Williams grabbed the dude's face mask. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, if I had the kinds of resources to do that, I would love to do that, man. Unfortunately, I don't. So there's that. But, you know, maybe one day. But yeah, bro, like, I got to keep it real with you, right? So, and then the pass interference on the Patriots in the end zone, right? I mean, again, I suppose you could call that, but it was super ticky-tack. And to me, totally just football, because on the replay, the defensive player didn't push off. He didn't extend his arms at all. Like, none of the signature things that you look for, right? None of the defining characteristics were there to say that he did anything wrong. So, cost nothing. Interesting. Try and keep that in mind. All right, we're coming back. I'm about to take this hit right quick, though.
The Home Depot. How doers get more done. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15.
All right, well, I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see if on Twitter post game. Okay, cool. Let's see. I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see if this Dolphins team can answer and get some points. Let's see if they just crumble. Because their one drive that they got a touchdown on was helped out by some not very good penalties. So some kind of bad calls. So let's see if they can do it without that.
By the way, next Sunday, speaking of Sunday, it's going to be a doubleheader day, week 2. Early Giants-Bears. We're going to be in Los Angeles. The Chargers make their home debut in their new stadium, taking on the Mahomes and the Chiefs. It all starts at
design the merch, set a campaign length, and they print and ship post-campaign. Wait, but how does it not cost me anything? I find that hard to believe. All right. So 1st and 10, Dolphins, 1st and 10. On our own 25.
We need to get down the field and start throwing the football consistently.
That's a pass to Ford that picks up 8.
Belichick comes out in a soft zone. That's like the most open I've seen anyone.
2nd and 2.
And again, they have to go, it appears, the rest of the way without Devontae Parker re-aggravating.
So, yeah, and Parker is definitely out for the rest of the game, it appears. I mean, so what good is that, man? Like, what good is he if he's not going to be on the field? Oh, there you go. Grant picks up the first down.
Grant tripped up quickly, and they better hurry.
You just got to score. I mean, really got
4:48 on the clock. Yeah, I mean, they got to move, bro. They got to move. We are on our own 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Oh, and Fitzpatrick. Well, it's not a sack because he's going to get about a yard. So he squeezed out of that.
Fitzpatrick is. I mean, I'm going through everything, and I'm like, this is very difficult in a quarterback to find something.
All right, so 2nd and 9. Yeah, I mean, like we just don't have a team, bro. Like, oh, and Fitzpatrick sacked that time, way back. Yeah, they're gonna crumble. It looks like they're crumbling.
This is the first time. Watch right here.
Honestly, I'll keep it real, bro. The offensive line in the first half showed some like life, man, but they're not now. They're definitely not now. And Eric Flowers had a pretty costly penalty as well. Oh, Williams! Another flag on Gilmore. So let's see if this one's legit.
I think he's gonna have it because when you kick a guy and trip him down, that's enough, you think?
Preston Williams almost had it.
Pass interference, defense. Number 24. Ball will be advanced to the spot.
But so again, though, yeah, that was almost a highlight.
Before the receiver, and he couldn't get around him. He was seeing the ball being thrown before the.
That one's definitely more legit than the other one. That one's definitely more legit than the other one. But even still, I look at the replay and I'm like, he fell down. Like, but okay, I guess. Like, it's not like he grabbed him. Like, the commentary is that he, like, kicked him down and shit. I'm like, oh, he fucking kicked our receiver to the ground? Definitely a penalty. And then on the highlight, or on the replay, it's just like he fell down and then Williams tripped over his leg. Like, that was a little overblown, but I guess you can call that. But, again, you know, this drive has been helped out by a penalty again. All our yardage has been on that penalty, basically. Fitzpatrick running for it, baby. Ooh, first down. Nice. See, look, and that's what Fitzpatrick brings, is he brings a bit of, he brings a bit of spark there for you. Romo on the commentary. Actually, he's being a bit goofy today and stuff for sure, but I do think he actually adds some really good like quarterback perspective commentary. When he gets into his commentary about, like, the X's and O's on the field and shit, he's actually pretty good with that. All right, a run to Gaskin. I mean, they are just taking way too much time, bro. Way too much time. They still have 3 timeouts. I mean, they haven't used any yet. None at all. And, I mean, they're just letting the clock wind down. The 2-minute warning's coming. Can we discuss that mullet? Oh, I know. On Belichick's son, right? Yeah, that mullet was crazy. Okay, there you go. Oh. There you go, Williams. Deep shot to Williams down the middle.
Take a shot.
Yeah, they're chewing way too much clock.
Not going to get a snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Yep, there's the 2-minute warning.
It's not over yet.
It's not over. Like I said, if you could score just under 2 minutes or just before, you get all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, they're saving their timeouts obviously for under two minutes, but yeah, I think that's Belichick's son. I'm pretty sure that's what the commentary said, right? When the camera panned over to him, I'm pretty sure one of the guys said that that's Belichick's son. And it kind of looks like him. Yeah, bro. And honestly, I mean, you know, I can see fucking Belichick rocking a mullet back in the day. For real, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I believe it. It's somewhat unsubstantiated, but yeah, mullet chick confirmed. It's his son. Yeah, see? Hell yeah. That mullet was pretty fierce, though. But when you're Bill Belichick's son and a Patriots coach, I'm pretty sure you can fucking get away with it. All right, let's do a quick recap. So, Seahawks are over the Falcons 31-18. Eagles and Washington football team are now tied at 17. Green Bay is over the Vikings 29-18. The Jags are beating the Colts now 24-20. Let's see. Lions are beating the Bears 23-13. Jesus Christ, the Ravens are kicking the shit out of the Browns 38-6. Also, quick side note. So the Browns were apparently, where's the commentary from everybody that was saying that the Browns are the shining example of how to tank in the NFL? Where are those people? Huh? All right. There aren't those people anymore because the Browns have proved that tanking in the NFL does not work. I mean, the vast majority of examples of tanking, period, just don't work, even in other sports. But there have been a couple in, you know, baseball and basketball, a couple examples of where it has worked, but it's rare. It does not work. There's never been an example of a team that has tanked, full-on tanked, in other words, implemented the base philosophies of tanking, i.e. stripping down your team of roster of talent, etc., leadership experience, in part by trading those players away and thereby also accumulating draft capital and cap space, and then getting a high pick subsequently in the next draft. Like, it doesn't work in the NFL. It has never proven to work. Anyway, they're beating the Browns 38-6. Buffalo was up 24-10. We're back, and that's way over everybody's head out the back of the end zone. 2nd and 10. So the Panthers are up 30-27 over the Las Vegas Raiders. So, but again, though, this drive was helped out by a kind of whatever penalty at best. Do you support Trump? I absolutely do not support Trump, but I don't support Biden either. They're both garbage pieces of shit. Anyway, Cleveland tanking for Kyrie wasn't horrible. Or you're talking basketball though, right? Yeah, but that's different. Basketball and baseball are way different. The sports are way different, right? The rules are way different, way more games in a season. And that was intercepted. Picked off. There's his 3rd interception. In crunch time, Fitzpatrick throws interception number 3. Woo! Congratulations. Anyway, but yeah. Also, football is a full contact sport and way more violent. The way that their contracts are structured are way different, right? There are so many different factors that don't make it feasible for tanking in the NFL. Who am I voting for? I am personally voting third party this year. I am going to be voting Green Party. Howie Hawkins, that's how I will be casting my vote. But I am also preparing myself, let's say, for what I believe to be a necessary revolution of the people to dismantle the current corrupt political system that we have. Anyway, I'm not going to go too far into that because I'll get myself in trouble doing this live stream if I get into that. So I believe that revolution is necessary, and I'm preparing myself for that as well. But as far as voting goes, I will be voting Howie Hawkins' Green Party.
No, literally. We are a suburban.
As far as real quick though, I will say that I do believe that Donald Trump is going to win, because I think the Democrats are actively trying to lose by going more and more to the right, and by putting Biden up to begin with. I mean, Biden is just a grotesque candidate. His policy has always been terrible. He's a terrible person, a terrible human being that only at best wants to maintain the status quo. So he can suck my ass as well. Defense looks terrible. We're parted ways with a lot of players. Yeah, man. I feel for you, brother. I hope you guys can get it. QAnon, I'm not sure what your question is about QAnon. I mean, QAnon is obviously a conspiracy theorist group that believes in absolutely ridiculous, just alternate realities. I mean, they just believe in things that are not factually based whatsoever. Unfortunately, though, there is a large portion of the country that is like that. They're discussing a possible penalty there. Again, though, I mean, I think that shit's football, bro. Like, frankly, the fact that they have a rule that you have to look back for the ball as a defender, I think is actually, frankly, stupid. Because, I mean, as long as you don't, like, push the player down, as long as you don't, like, grab them and stuff like that and, like, full on, like, I mean, but that's just my to be fair and to be clear, I never played football for, like, you know, any kind of team or for school or anything like that. But I played tons of, like, backyard football, right? So, like,
that's when, to me, it would rise to pass interference, and I understand why the coach is upset a little on the play.
Yeah, I think that's football, bro. Like, it's a super physical sport. Like, I know it's a fine line to figure out how to draw or to try and figure out where that line is. Well, Cam Newton just ran like 12 yards for another first down. Yeah, they're going to win this game. Patriots are going to come out 1-0. Dolphins are going to come out 0-1. As I figured would be the case, they showed some okay things, but overall it's about what I expected. Fitzpatrick was not good. He just wasn't good. Am I getting new Xbox? Well, right now I am unemployed and my money is quite limited and I have other priorities, unfortunately, than, you know, the luxuries of life. I wish I could, you know, focus on the luxuries of life instead of the craziness that's happening in the world, but and, you know, bills, for example, but I do.
Flores comes over to congratulate his old boss.
I like him. He's going to turn this thing around.
No question.
Romo just said that Brian Flores is going to turn this thing around. I couldn't disagree more. Watch. Somewhere around the 3 to 3.5 year mark of this regime, mark my words, hear me now, quote me later, somewhere around the 3 to 3.5 year mark, Brian Flores and Chris Greer and this regime are going to get scapegoated by Stephen Ross because he's going to lose patience. Because they're not just going to be mediocre in the first few years of this regime. They're actually going to be bad. Last year, they were bad. The Dolphins were trash last year. And they're on pace to be trash this year again already, just after the first game. So until the data suggests otherwise, that is 100% the path that they are on. So, to say that Brian Flores is unquestionably going to turn this around when the overwhelming data suggests that I'm actually likely to be proven correct, especially when you look at Stephen Ross's history with coaches. Every single coach under Stephen Ross has gotten fired after about 3 to 3.5 years. Every single coach that Stephen Ross has had has been fired at the 3 to 3.5 year mark. Every single one. So my guess, and now again, to be fair, they could prove me wrong, but my guess is that sometime around that 3.5 year mark, 3.5 year mark, Stephen Ross is going to get fed up with what's going on and want to change things again. He's going to want to shake things up, especially if we're not even capable of getting back to like average, right? So last year we were 5-11. My guess on the season is that's our ceiling. That's my prediction. And that's what apparently a lot of other people's predictions are as well. That's what like a lot of the odds bettors are giving the Dolphins 5 wins. So it's not just me. People can call me negative all they want. This is what my realistic perspective is based off of the data that we have. So, which is various things, right? The roster, the moves that they've made, the things that they've done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And now we have one game to use as well. And they did not perform very well. They performed okay at best, right? So, but to be fair, there's a lot that still has to be played out. But my guess is once Brian Flores and Chris Greer and this regime get to that 3 to 3.5 year mark, they're not going to have succeeded to the level that Stephen Ross will have wanted and expected by that time, and they will likely get fired. But again, that is not yet written in stone, obviously, so we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. That's my guess. That's my prediction. Because again, I think this year 5-11 is probably our ceiling. So if that's, if we win 5 or less games, I mean, does anybody really think then that would be a step forward? I mean, we'll see. Like, dude, I've said it a bunch of times. Like I said, people can get pissed off at me for my perspective all that they want, okay? My evaluation of the information that we have, you obviously evaluate it differently, okay? My evaluation is that the Dolphins' ceiling, especially injuries, once you start taking injuries into effect, I mean, look, Devontae Parker came out of the first game. He was out of the first game again already, right? But anyway, whatever. So once you start taking stuff like that into effect or into account as the season wears on and what have you, I think that 5 wins is the Dolphins' ceiling. 6 at the absolute most, okay? That's my perspective right now with the data that I have. If that's the case, that's not a successful season. That's not taking a step forward. So, yeah, my guess is now. So tomorrow, real quick, guys, I am getting ready to end my stream, but because I need to go make food, I'm like really hungry and shit. But tomorrow I'm going to make my post-game analysis video. If you guys, have watched me for any length of time last year or whatever, you know that I do a really in-depth analysis. I give you all of the stats. So I literally give you all of the fucking raw, hardcore data. I give you full context. You know, I haven't decided yet. I haven't even really thought about it. What to eat. So I'm gonna give you guys that tomorrow. I'm probably gonna watch the game again on Game Pass or whatever it is, right? NFL Game Pass. I'm gonna rewatch the game so I can take notes and stuff like that, and make sure that I remember all the things that I pointed out. But it'll be pretty easy. I mean, the Dolphins showed some life early. I mean, there's a lot to say about the penalties. Most of them favored the Dolphins, but I got, you know, anyway, I'll give you that breakdown in the video, and then I'll do obviously an analysis, a pregame video to preview, you know, the game against the Bills. And I'm watching that right now. I did pull that up. It's 27-10. They are kicking the shit out of the Jets right now. And I expect the Bills to be a really good team this year. I'm going to say right now, just preliminary, my guess is that they're going to kick the shit out of us next week in Miami. You know, keeping an eye on Devontae Parker and seeing whether or not he'll even be able to play next week is going to be a big thing. So we'll see. You know, my evaluation is going to be similar of the games this year is going to be similar to last year. My biggest focus is going to be, you know, monitoring injuries, monitoring overall play of the team. Are they competitive? Do they get the win or not? Are they capable of getting the win? And then obviously I'll do the breakdowns of the analysis of, you know, the individual units and the stats, etc. And then I think, you know, in the previews, I will do a little bit more in depth this year with like what I'm looking for out of the team. A little like more broad, or a little bit more detailed than just the broad, you know, can they win and are they competitive? But yeah, anyway, so you guys get the idea. I'll be doing, you know, preview videos for all the games. I'll be doing, you know, post-game analysis for the games. And then obviously I'll be doing the stream as well, which I hope you guys join me for. Because even though, you know, there are definitely plenty of concerns with this squad, you know, it's still always nice to have football, even though there's also the other issues that go with it, which we'll try not to talk about too much unless it becomes like directly relevant. But anyway, it's going to be fun to have games and to be able to watch Dolphins football again and, you know, have you guys join me for the stream. So definitely do that. Share it around, share my channel. If you know, if you know people who just like just raw and honest and real commentary, that's what you're going to get here. So if you know people that like that, make sure you spread it around. And I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys for jumping up in here with me, chopping it up, having a good time. And I am going to be doing this. I expect to do it until, you know, stated otherwise, live streams for all the games. So until some other circumstance prevents me from doing that, I will expect that to join me in the future. All right, guys, I am going to jump up out of here, go figure out something to eat, and probably just keep watching football today, to be honest. So I'll catch you guys later, and check out my post-game analysis video, which will be coming tomorrow. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon, and later.